Okay, friends, good morning. You guys had a good morning so far?
Yeah.
Good. Guess what?
What?
We are going to be learning some science today. Do you like science?
Yeah.
I'm glad. I love science. So this is one of my favorite things. What's up, Wade?
I have some stuff in my house.
You do? That's so cool. I have science stuff in my house. So today we are going to be talking about living and non-living things. Have you guys ever heard of those?
Yeah.
Have you heard anybody describe living or non-living things?
Yeah.
Yes? So before we start talking about it, can anyone tell me what they think a living thing is? Let's see. Olsen, what is a living thing?
Like a plant when it's in the ground because it doesn't die.
Okay, that's a good answer. What's a non-living thing? Sarah?
Something that doesn't live.
Something that doesn't live. Those are great definitions, and I'm glad that we're going to dive into it and talk more about it. So, you know how you guys have your toys at home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a teddy bear. I know Joanna probably has some stuffed rabbits somewhere, some stuffed bunnies, because she loves bunnies.
I have a bunny.
Do you think that would be living
Joanna-
or non-living?
Non-living.
Why? You think Joanna's stuffed bunny is non-living, but it's a bunny?
It's a living. Maybe because it's a plushie.
Oh,
Well, Joanna-
it can't breathe,
You gotta ask
right?
Because stuffed animals aren't like living.
They're not living. Okay,
They're made out of stuff.
so today we are going to describe. Everyone say describe.
Describe.
We're going to describe living and non-living things and talk about their characteristics. That's a really big word, but that just means how we can describe them, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the different characteristics of living and non-living things. Did you know that there's more than one?
Yes.
There's more than one characteristic or way to describe living and non-living things.
Oh.
Okay, so we talked about living things, and I want to ask you, how can you tell if something is alive? Zori, how can you tell if something is alive? You want to call in a friend for help? Go ahead, Chrislyn.
If it doesn't move, then it's not living.
It doesn't move and it's non-living. That's a great answer. Let's keep going. So, living things share a lot of common characteristics, okay? Like I said, there's more than one way to describe them, right?
Oh.
They can breathe. Everyone say breathe.
Breathe.
Everybody take a breath. They can grow. Everybody say grow. They can make more of themselves, which means they can reproduce. That's a big word, and it sounds really scientific, doesn't it? We sound like little scientists when we talk about that. But that just means that we're making more of ourselves, okay?
But you can't really do that. More like babies.
Some examples of living things are humans. So we are living things.
Yeah, because they can breathe.
Yeah, because we can breathe
And move.
and move. And how many of you guys started off as little babies? Did you all start off as little babies?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't start off as a little baby?
I did.
You came out 7 years old? No, you started off as a little baby. And we grew and we got taller. So we can grow, can't we?
To 6.
Yeah.
And then.
So 6 years old, and we are humans, so we are living things. And animals. How many of you guys have had a little puppy that grew into a bigger dog?
I still have it.
Yeah? Me too. And guess what? Everyone lean in. Guess what? Did you know that plants are living things too? Oh my goodness, yes. Plants do grow. They get taller.
And they can duplicate themselves into more.
That's exactly right. Olsen, tell your friends what you just said.
They can duplicate themselves to make them more if they have seeds in them, so the seeds can drop and duplicate.
Awesome. Sit back down for me. But do you think plants can breathe?
No. Yeah. The plants don't have
Plants need air just like us to survive. Did you know that?
Yeah. The leaves breathe. So the
Okay.
die.
Let's talk about non-living things. So did you know that non-living things are just the opposite of living things?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, my mind is blown. They don't need to breathe, they can't grow,
What?
and they can't make more of themselves or reproduce. They can't move either, not unless you move them. So now let's talk about living things breathing. Okay?
They can't duplicate it unless you make another one.
All living things breathe air. So people and animals breathe something called oxygen from the air. Everybody take a deep breath. You just breathed in oxygen. And plants take in something called carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen. So we breathe in oxygen and plants breathe out oxygen. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
Okay, and like we said earlier, living things grow. Everybody say they grow. Look, we have a little baby and they get taller and taller and they grow up into adults and then they turn into our grandmas and grandpas.
When I get old.
That's right. They can change in size and shape and how they look as they grow.
My mom, my grandma.
The next thing we talked about is living things reproduce. Say reproduce. Wait a second. Who can remind me what reproduce means? I can't remember. Olivia, what's reproducing? To make more of themselves. Kayla, did you know that reproducing was making more of itself? Yeah, that's so cool. Look, we have a little pumpkin. Yeah?
In the green.
And look, the pumpkin has seeds. You see the seeds?
Yeah.
And like Olsen was just saying, the seeds fall out of the pumpkin and back into the ground, and they start growing a whole nother pumpkin.
What?
Yeah.
It has to finish growing until it's old. Yeah.
Living things move by themselves. Look at my butterfly. Look at how it's moving by itself. Humans and animals can move from one place to another. Look, watch. I'm moving from one place to another, aren't I? I am a living thing. Plants also move. Did you know that? They just move very slowly.
Like a turtle.
They move upwards. Sometimes they move to the side. They branch out.
They normally go at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now listen. I want you to turn to your shoulder partner, and I want you to ask them, what is a living thing? When your shoulder partner is done answering, the shoulder partner asks you the same thing, okay? Talk about it. What is a living thing? Go ahead, talk. I need to hear what you think. All right, high five your partner. Now, you're going to ask, what are the characteristics? Or how can we describe a living thing? What were some things you just talked about? And talk. Kristen and Kyler, and wait, you guys work together. So how can we describe them? What can they do? Okay, say good job, partner. Now, I'm going to ask you, what do living things need to stay alive? What do living things need to stay alive, Chrislyn? They need air. What is another thing they need to stay alive, Joanna?
Water.
Water. Anything else, Olsen?
Plants need sunlight to make food.
Sunlight, that's like their food. Awesome, hands down. So now, we are going to do an experiment. Everybody put on their scientific goggles. Put on their scientific brains. Are you ready to be a scientist? Awesome. Me too. Today, we are going to look at gummy worms. Raise your hand if you like gummy worms. Grace loves gummy worms.
I don't like the sour one.
And guess what? Are you ready?
I don't say worms.
Oh my goodness! So, I want you to think about what we just talked about. I want you to think about what you just talked about. And we are going to graph what we think, okay? Sarah, do you think a gummy worm is living or non-living?
Non-living.
Okay, non-living. Do you think an earthworm is living or non-living?
Living.
Sarah, do you think
Living.
living? Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
BK, do you think a gummy worm is living or non-living?
Non-living.
Non-living. Do you think an earthworm is living or non-living?
Living.
Austin, what do you think?
Living.
For which one?
Worms.
They're both worms.
No earthworms. Both worms.
Joanna,
Gummy worms are not real.
gummy worms are not real. Okay, everyone else, raise your hand if you, or give me a thumbs up if you think a gummy worm is living, and a thumbs down if you think it's not living. Okay,
Wait, sorry,
I
what?
have a couple thumbs up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thumbs down. All my friends again. If you think an earthworm is living, thumbs up. If you think an earthworm is non-living, thumbs down. Okay. 1,
Avery.
2, 3,
Zor.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I win.
Oh wait, no, that was right.
Huh?
Okay. Look at our graph. Now, are you ready to put your theories to the test? I want you all to grab a clipboard and your pencil and come back. Do this quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly. Grab a clipboard and a pencil and come right back. Thank you. I love the way Joanna came to the carpet quickly and quietly. Great job, my friend. I'm going to show you. Here, Jaden. Hello. Here, Avery. Here. Here, Wade. All right, Avery, come sit down. Here. Come sit down. Go get a whiteboard over there. Here you do, Jonah. Raise your hand if you did not get a paper. Here, come on. Okay, now listen. I am going to call you up to look, okay, and inspect our gummy worm and our earthworm, okay? If you want to touch it, you can touch it. That is okay. If you do not want to touch it, that is also okay. If you touch the earthworm, get a squirt of hand sanitizer when you're done, okay? All right. Joanna, Olsen, Briley, and Sarah, come look. Inspect. Would you like to touch it?
That's the
kind it is. Touch it. Okay, friends, go sit down. Okay, my next row, come look. Sit quietly. Look at your paper. It's okay. Look at your paper. It's asking, does it eat? Does it grow? Does it move? Circle which one you think it is. Does it grow? Circle yes or no. Does it move? Circle yes or no. Okay, friends, go sit down. Chrislyn, Wade, Zori, and Oscar, come look. I know. Take a look. You can touch it if you want. Wow, look at it. Is it? Okay, friends. All right, you guys get some hand sanitizer and go sit down. Kayla, Avery, Lincoln, and Hayden, come look. Hayden, come look.
Okay, I never right in there.
You want to touch it?
The real
Okay.
one. The earth.
You want to touch this worm? Yeah. Oh my goodness, here, put it down. Okay, friends, go sit down. Jaden, Kamaya, Dakota, and Olivia, come look. Now is the time, if you have looked at the gummy worm and the earthworm, now is the time to fill out your paper. Fill out your paper. You want to touch it? It's not going to bite you. You want to touch the gummy worm? Alright, put it down. Put it down.
I'm never going back.
Okay, perfect. Go sit down.
Ew.
Go sit down. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to finish filling out your paper. Okay, at the bottom, check. Is it a gummy? Is a gummy worm living or non-living? And then check if earthworm is living or non-living based off of the knowledge you acquired.
You can't pick Dakota. You told me wrong.
Okay, raise your hand if you still need some more time. Okay, we got about 2 minutes left, friends.
Where did you get the wormy stuff? The worm. From outside. The real one.
All right.
Outside. See? Got from outside.
We all good?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, my little science friends, we are going to put more of our knowledge to the test. We're going to talk about other things other than gummy worms and real worms. Okay, let's fill out our chart together based off of what we have learned. A worm, does it move by itself?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
It does move. Yeah.
Does it grow and change?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Does it breathe?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't feel it.
Does it need food and water?
Yeah.
Does it make more of itself? Does it reproduce? Yes. Okay, let's talk about a car. Does it move?
No.
It does not move by itself. You are right. That was a tricky one. I thought I was going to get you. Does it grow and change?
No.
Does it breathe?
No.
Does it need food and water?
No.
Can it make more of itself?
No.
Let's do one more. Ready?
Yeah.
A soccer ball.
No.
Can it move by itself?
No. You need to kick it.
Jaden's going to have to kick it, right? Can it grow and change?
No.
Can it breathe?
No.
Does it need food and water?
No.
Does it reproduce?
No.
So is it living or non-living?
Not living.
Great. A flower. Can it move by itself?
No.
Can it move by itself?
Yes.
Yes. Remember, flowers grow, right?
No. But what about?
Can it grow and change?
Yes.
Yes.
Forgot no.
Can it breathe?
Yes.
Does it need food and water?
Yes.
Does it reproduce?
Yes.
Okay. Chicken nuggets.
No.
Does it move by itself?
No.
Can it grow and change?
No.
No. Does it breathe?
No.
Does it need food and water?
No.
Does it reproduce?
No.
And let's talk about our dog. Can it move by itself?
Yes.
Yes.
Every day.
Does it grow and change?
Yes.
Does it breathe?
Yes.
Does it need food and water?
Yes.
Does it reproduce?
Yes.
Okay.
They tied up.
Kyler, which from this list is non-living?
The car and the soccer and
The chicken nuggets, you are right. Hayden, from our little chart, which ones are living? Oh my goodness, kiss your brains. Now what we are going to do is one more thing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We are going to be scientists one last time and take what we have learned. You are going to go around the room, and I have objects around the room with little cards in front, okay? It tells you what the object is. For example, this card says Miss Riggs. You are going to go around the room and find one living thing and one non-living thing. On this paper it says, I know this is a non-living thing because, and you will write, you can say, it doesn't move or it doesn't grow. Okay? When I hand you your paper, go on ahead and go.
Okay. Come on, let's see.
You just go around the room and pick one. Here, friend. Here, I'm walking around and giving it to everybody.
You need to give me a paper. Oh. No.
That's what you use to help spell what it is. Walk around the room, see what you find. I think there's some pretty cool things. Find one living and one non-living. So a living thing, you find one, and then you say, well, I know this is a living thing because, and you would write, it can move, or it can grow, it can water.
Get up to move. front of the camera. I know. Stop making me embarrassed, because I don't want to be in trouble. Joanna's in front of the camera.
5 minutes.
Oh, God.
5 minutes.
Adelie, it's that rock.
Minutes.
Adelie, that rock.
Awesome.
Hey. And it's another rock.
All right, guys, let's move to another spot so other friends can look at what you guys are around.
Wait, I first something. It's rock. I can't. Oh. I know this is.
If you need a reminder or how to spell the characteristics of living and non-living things, they are on this chart. Does it move? Does it grow and change? Does it breathe? Does it need food or water? Does it reproduce?
Done.
Wow, you guys are such good little scientists. I love what I see. Right, why? Yeah. Wow, I'm seeing great things, friends. I love that. Right, why? Awesome. Do something that's non-living. Okay, guys, we have about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Rock.
Are you done?
R.
Love, great job.
Rocks
High
can't
five.
even live. R. O. C.
When you are done, take a seat on the carpet.
Okay. We found something. It's so great. It's so great. It's blue.
Jaden, are you excited to find living and non-living things? I'm glad. What's that way? Right, find something that's living. So, living or non-living? You write my name right there. Alright, sit on the floor. When you are done, you can take a seat on the floor. You have about 1 minute left. 1 minute. All right, friends, start making your way to the carpet.
I think I get to finish my last one.
It's okay. Come sit down and you can finish it as people sit down. What, friends?
Not my favorite.
Better? Okay, everyone take a seat. Take a seat.
What?
Okay. I love the way that Lincoln and Zoe are sitting down quietly. Great job, friends. Here, you keep it for right now.
So what?
Okay, guys, you did so good. Dakota, find your seat, baby. You did so good learning about living and non-living things. Who can remind me what a living thing is? Zori. What does it need? Food and water. What else does it need? Wade? We just said that. What is something else? It can do what? Move. My foot squeak. What else, Adelie? It can breathe. Okay, tell me about non-living things. Olsen.
It can't move.
It can't move. What's something else? Okay, what's something else? Oscar? It doesn't need to move. It doesn't need food and water. Great job. One more thing. Tell me one more thing about non-living things. Jaden. It can't move. Right, it can't move and it can't make more of itself, right? What's that word? Reproduce. Great job, friends. Everyone look at your first paper and look at your predictions. Were you right or were you wrong? We decided that a worm is what? Living or non-living?
Living.
Living. And a gummy worm is what? Living or non-living?
Non-living.
Non-living. You guys worked so hard today and I am so proud of you. Kiss your brains.